We're getting bikini waxes. Everything. We're not getting chest waxes. We're not getting shoulder or back waxes. We're going downtown.
Welcome back to Muse on the Mic. I'm Riley.
And I'm Emily. Thanks everybody for joining us on another great episode of Muse on the Mic. My cheeks are already hurting, preempting the laughter that is coming today on this episode. Riley, tell everyone what madness we're getting into today. Boys, buckle up.
Well, we're talking to you guys. We're talking about manscaping, basic upkeep and some extreme upkeep. But welcome to our world, gentlemen, because we've been here a long time and feeling this pain. And you guys are going to come along on this journey with us today, watching some guys go through some pretty extreme, upkeep is lack for a better word.
Right? For new beauty regimen.
Yeah.
Yes. Already laughing, honestly. This is so good. Make sure you guys like and subscribe first of all. Subscribe to the channel. We are growing to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is the goal for 2025. Make sure you share too so that more people can find us. And as always, hop over to Patreon because 2 other times a week, we appear on the screen in front of your faces with our beautiful little smiles. And we talk about dirtier things on Wednesdays for the Patreon episodes, and then something saucy on Sunday nights to end and start your week with a bit of a bang. I love it. Riley, who are we reacting to? What the hell are we talking about today? Who are these people?
Before we jump into the really hysterical video I was speaking about, we're going to talk to kind of a hygiene perspective and like a male upkeep that's really relatable. If you're going into the massage parlor, guys, you're going to want to pay attention to this one. So this is from Facebook, Chris Petrone, and it's a short video, so we'll see you on the other side of it.
Hygiene tips that all young men should try. Scrape your tongue to make your breath kissing fresh. Use a washcloth or a silicone scrubber for your foldy bits in the shower. I'm talking about your butthole. Apply deodorant to your underarms every day. Apply a cornstarch baby powder to some high friction areas to prevent chafing. But don't use this right before your lady friend comes over, because baby powder and vaginas do not mix. If you're someone who wants to groom your pubic hair, I highly recommend a pubic hair trimmer. But don't be afraid to use a razor too. It might sound scary to use a razor on your balls, but trust me, it's the best tool for the job. Consider trimming your nose hair. For me, it's twofold. One, I like to get rid of the nose hairs that seem to stick out visually, but also I feel like I can breathe a little bit better after trimming my nose hair. Remember to clip and file your nails. Just like we don't want to use baby powder before your lady friend comes over, we do want to use a nail file before she comes over, because nobody likes being cut on the inside of their body. Definitely consider tweezing your eyebrows. Alternatively, you can get yourself some wax strips, which are pretty easy to use at home. Other than that, man, just don't forget the basics. Brush your teeth, wash your hands, go to the dentist. Whatever happens, don't feel bad if you can't keep up with all this information, because I know you're trying your best and I fucking love you, dude.
He's adorable. But isn't that the perfect checklist of what to do the day before you go to the rub and tug? Or any sex worker, really? Like, come on. I wish I could like blow that up and put that like on a poster as like a mandatory list before you can enter the premises. You have to be this tall and do these 7 things because it'll not only make your experience better from your own perspective because you'll feel comfortable and you won't have any moments of like, does this smell? Does it smell? Like, are my nails okay? You know what I mean? But she is going to be like, oh, isn't he just lovely? Because you smell nice, you're minty fresh, your nails are trimmed, like your feet are scrubbed, like everything is going to be not even beautiful, just perfectly maintained. And that, as a sex worker, is ideal for a customer's hygiene. I don't want your fancy colognes. I don't want to go home with man smell all over me, just like you don't want to carry my glitter home, right? So I found his list. Like, as soon as I saw that video, I was like, this is for clients. Like, because if you're going to the nightclub, you're dousing yourself in like all the cologne and you're hoping to pick up girls or whatever, right? This, you want to be scentless and squeaky clean. So to me, it's like the ultimate client list.
I really appreciated the nails piece. And I know the past like decade or so, it's definitely the norm that men manicure themselves and go for manis and pedis. And honestly, in the nail salon, I equally see men there nowadays. It is the norm, but having those trimmed, buffed nails that are not sharp going in to see a sex worker, guys, This is key, okay? You do not want to hurt her or scratch her because it's going to blow the whole session at that point.
Well, on that note, Emily always has a story for everything, but I think not sharp is the most important part because I had a session once, I'll never forget it. My financial situation when I was a worker was that I could not take much time off. I never took a vacation and I never would take a week off. The only time I had to take a week off was after a regular mine had one very sharp nail. We were fingering things. And he literally sliced me inside my vagina, like up inside my vagina. First of all, gushes blood. Crazy. You think like an eye cut or something bleeds a lot? Internal vagina bleeding that isn't our normal flow. Wild blood, different kind of colors, all the time. I almost fainted. I was like, what just happened? But then I had to take a whole week off. And he was very apologetic in all the things. But that guy cost me like $6,000 because there goes my week. Like it was the only time I was benched and like literally on the DL list because I was injured and out of commission. And because it was a cut, I couldn't just say, oh, no fingering that like week or something like that. As soon as anyone touches me or oral anything, it's an open cut. Like that's crazy. So literally I was at home just like watching the bills go by, watching rent, like everything just ticking up. And I was like, I just want to be at work. And no offense to him, but I was internally very salty towards him for a very long time. It wasn't his fault. He didn't do it on purpose, but ouch. Holy shit, the ouch. Let alone my personal life. I had a partner at the time that I lived with too, and there was obviously no sex gonna be happening then either. So like, yeah, literally knocked me out of commission.
Benched is the right word. That's perfect.
It's brutal. It's so brutal. And again, like, good thing I had enough common sense to know it's not his fault because like in like dumber times, I would have popped him in the nose and been like,
right.
Poor guy, but yeah, ouch.
The little details matter. And no, I think the little details really matter. And when it comes to grooming and hygiene, it is important. It can change the whole flow and like progression of your session. But I want to jump into this next video with you guys. We're going to go through kind of in chunks to laugh with you about it. Emily's already dying. This is from YouTube, the Try Guys, and they're doing some male landscaping today, guys. So
good job. Whoever thought of this is a genius. Like whoever was like, we need to put this on tape is just, it's iconic as far as I'm concerned. There are moments in this video I will never forget them because they're so funny. I want to say to the gentleman about to watch this, maybe hang on to the side of your seat a little bit because there's going to be parts that you're going to wince a little, but hold on to your belly too because you're going to fucking laugh. These guys are so funny. Men are so funny and cute. This is so good. I can't wait. Let's watch the first part.
Today, the Try Guys are getting waxed. We're getting bikini waxes. Everything. We're not getting chest waxes. We're not getting shoulder or back waxes. We're going downtown. Hot, sticky, hair-removing goo put on our nether regions and then yanked off by a stranger. Not even a friend.
Kind of want to see.
You kind of want to see?
I kind of want to see.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Dads? Guys?
Oh, a Brazilian wax, of course, is one that is done in Brazil.
I've gotten waxed twice before. The first time I waxed my chest, and it was one of the most unbearable pains of my life.
I have tried to cancel this video so many times. I'm not happy. I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in this. Yeah, I don't deserve this. It doesn't even seem like Zach and Ned are that upset about it.
Today, the Try Guys are getting waxed.
We're getting male Brazilian waxes, which is apparently a thing.
Manzillion.
It's an organ. It doesn't need to be aesthetically pleasing. You don't get to see the rest of the organs. A few people see this one. Just Becky and the Try Guys. Those are the rules.
So I am Wax Daddy. Basically, wax on wheels.
Wax Daddy.
Coming to Waxers today is Wax Daddy, who's a woman. So you wax people for a living.
All genders.
What is a Brazilian?
So it includes everything off the front, testicles, shaft, the gooch, the inside, your crack.
Who'd want that? We all were like that before we were 12.
Just rewind the clock back to the beginning. Wow, I'm gonna match my toddler. How am I gonna explain this at bath time?
I imagine the male Brazilian is more of a niche market.
There's only like a few artists that provide this service. And the reason why I do it, I was like, why not?
I've done a lot of reading in preparation for this video. We're gonna be on all fours like a dog. You could fart. And worst of all, you could get a boner. I don't want a boner in the office. The internet is full of it. Is it possible that a person might get a boner?
I gotta say, there's a 35% chance.
35? That's
high.
3 of us.
That's very high.
That means one of us will.
That's very high.
Rachel.
So statistically,
Rachel.
one of us will get a boner.
Rachel.
It's okay, I can handle it.
I don't think I'm gonna get a boner. Historically, it hasn't always been up to me.
Well, listen, guys, I completely feel you with the like, am I going to get a boner moment? I would be terrified of that. And as women, even if we got aroused in a situation, which I don't think we would, but if we did, there'd be no detecting it. Like your penis is like that alarm bell going off of like, I like this, you're touching me. Like that would terrify me.
You know what? I feel very differently in some respects. I get that a man would be terrified of that happening. And
Right.
yet, if I were an observer, I would be giggling and I would be convincing him 18 different ways. It's completely normal.
Oh, normal for sure.
It really is, right? Like the body is meant to react to things. That's how we know hot and cold and ouch,
Yeah.
right? Like all the stuff. And it's a big sensation. Like it's a stranger touching your parts. For these guys, you're also surrounded by your peers. You've got cameras and lights kind of aiming on your junk. Like the whole setting is amplified to make you super nervous. And yet, if you're just you and your waxer, and you get a semi or a chubby or something, that's completely normal. I would say the same for an RMT, or when you have a big breasted shampoo girl when you go get your hair cut. Like you're gonna get a little hard because things feel nice, right? Whether you're thinking sexual or not, her nails and her titties make your dick go, hello, right?
Yep.
And so this big sensation, especially one of the guys is married, and I think he said something in there about like, no one else but my wife has touched my penis in however many years. And this woman's just like, okay, ready? Just that. Yeah, your dick's gonna be like, huh? Like it's gonna react. I think that's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
The problem is what you do with yourself after the fact. And I think that is why so many waxers and estheticians refuse to see male clients. No offense, guys. Some of y'all don't know how to behave. And yet I say that with a huge chunk of hypocrisy, because if men behaved, there'd be no tugs. No one would go for a regular massage and go, hey, how about my penis, right?
Right.
That's how it happened. The first chubby led to a lot of stuff, to a whole industry. And here we are, right? Like, I get it. But at the same time, when you go to work in a rub and tug, you anticipate and you are aware this is sex work. And I enter the door, right? This chick is like, I've just learned how to like thread eyebrows, waxing. And all of a sudden there's just boners and this shit and feeling on her hip and stuff. I'm positive there's dudes that have asked for happy endings at the end of that too. Well, you're already there. You already touched it. It already feels nice.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Right. So after enough times, people are going to be fed up. I wouldn't be surprised if like piercers, tattooers, like anyone that's like, no, I don't work on dick.
Listen, I think for the sake of waxing, a hard penis would be a better surface to work on. I'm thinking.
I think so.
Could be wrong.
I think so.
But I think it's, as like you said, she's going to expect it could happen. It's just your reaction for it. And I'm not saying apologize for your penis. Don't do that.
No.
But it's not going any further than that. Just, oh, look what's happening down there.
Just, yeah, nature, right?
Yeah.
That said, I'm sure you will not be surprised to know that the first 17 times Emily ever got waxed, she got wet.
I am not surprised.
But in my defense, I'm going to say it's for many of the same reasons. I was very nervous. I was spread open in these weird pretzel-y positions. She's moving all this stuff. It happened to the point she had to wipe and repowder me.
Stop it.
You can't take me places. You just can't.
Guys, Emily gets wet during a pedicure. So I imagine she's having full-on orgasms during a pap smear. I don't know.
Never during a pap smear, but there's been some ultrasounds that felt nice. And there's been some ultrasounds that don't. It really depends.
I feel you.
You can't take me around professionals. It's just...
No, you can't.
Can we move on to the next clip? Because I'm laughing.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, the wax is coming.
So the wax is coming.
Oh, wax
Here
is
we
out.
fucking go.
So it's gonna feel warm.
Okay.
It's not gonna be extremely. You are gonna feel some pressure. Let me know if my pressure is too much.
No
okay?
such thing, Daddy.
You'll feel some pulling because the wax is trying to basically tangle in the hair.
My stomach is starting to turn. Feeling kind of homesick.
Okay.
Too much pressure and I'm nervous.
So I'm gonna start.
You're gonna start with what?
I'm gonna start right underneath here.
On the gooch?
No, this is not the gooch.
I don't know where you are. I refuse to look.
What do you, anatomically, I've been referring to this as the mound. What do we call this part? Yeah.
Just call it the pelvic area.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I can feel it hardening.
This is the moment where I realize we're in it, and there's really nothing that I can do.
Okay, so when I tell you to breathe in, you're gonna breathe in.
Yes, Daddy.
And when I tell you to breathe out, you're gonna breathe out.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay? So I'm just gonna flick, literally what a flick sounds like. How's that?
Oh, it's warm. Guys,
warm.
this feels great.
Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out.
Oh, Daddy! Fuck Daddy! Fuck me! Daddy! Daddy! That was a little bit more than expected, Daddy!
Oh, goodness. Okay, so pelvic area. To me, I call this the bikini area because as a girl, that's kind of where the zone is. You don't want all the fluff coming out of your bikini. And depending how you like to groom, either nothing or a stripe or a triangle or whatever, you've got choices in that little pelvic mound area. But this to me is the most outside or outwardly aesthetically pleasing part because most people won't be inspecting in and around some of the other parts. So
Right.
You're in a Speedo, you're on the beach, do your bikini line, do your pelvic area, just like we
Right.
have to. It's not uncomfortable, but it's not comfortable, but it's not the worst. It's fine.
No.
I think that's the part you get used to the easiest.
Well, that's the part that gets me about these guys. And I mean, I get they're on a show, so they're trying to give a reaction. But honestly, guys, it's not that painful. Men are babies. You guys are babies, and
You know what
it's
it is?
what
They don't understand that our pain tolerance is actually this much higher.
Mm-hmm.
People say it, and I think kind of guys are like, yeah, whatever, because we're dainty little women or something.
Mm-hmm.
But try a period or a labor
Right.
simulator, or go for a Brazilian wax and then call me and tell me how you feel. Because the truth of the matter is, our pain tolerance is up here. And it's because of our hormone balances. It's designed to cut off some of those receptors, right? So that in crises, we don't just pass out mid-labor. We have to push through.
Right.
It applies to all kinds of pain then, especially in these areas. We're fortified.
You want to go deeper? You want to go all the way? Let's go deep throat. Good night, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Deep Throat with your favorite sexologist, Emily Muse here. We are going into the namesake of this segment. We're talking BJs and deep throat today. I'm so excited for this one, guys. might be a fan. So I'm actually going to start you off with a video clip that's a little bit of science in the most unique and fascinating way. I found a video online of an MRI X-ray type vibe showing someone beatboxing. And what it really emphasizes, and why I thought sexual in a heartbeat, because that's the way I think, is it really shows you how the throat and tongue muscles move. And so if you're a lady trying to figure out some new techniques in deep throat, whether you're a guy trying to figure out what is that thing that one girl in college used to do, she had full vocal control. It definitely reminds me of how vocalists and singers warm up their throats, activate those muscles, and use the different opening and closing techniques, as well as the folds in the esophagus, to control sound and volume. Now in a BJ, that controls suction, pressure, and fluids. So it's perfect. Check out this clip. It's so cool.
Hello, my name is Timo Schnepp and I'm going to perform a beatbox freestyle inside a real-time MRI. Here we go.
So when we're talking about deep throating successfully, it really is a practiced skill. Granted, there's a few angels out there that just came here knowing how to do it. But for the most part, it's a focus on breathing, controlling those muscles, and distracting your mind a little bit, because if you think too much about how far it's going, it could actually induce the gag effect. And not the fun kind of gag effect, the messy kind that we don't like. It'll make us not want to do it again. But I think it's really important to keep in mind of that video we just watched, because that is literally what's happening in your throat. I would pay for someone to do a sex MRI and show deep throating, because wow, where does the tongue muscle go when the dick takes up all the space? Inquiring nerdy minds want to know, and I'm one of them. But I think mastering that deep throat is about positioning. For many, there are some people that are amazingly talented laying on their back with their head hanging back off the edge of the bed, and him really being able to deep throat. I'm jealous of y'all in this one. Boys, the visual for that is phenomenal. Seeing your own dick moving through her throat has got to be the hottest thing. Love me some big dick porn that really showcases that movement. Personally, I suck in that position. I've just never been good at it, and it doesn't give me that open space and ease of use that you're looking for. So I've had to figure out different techniques, and I find for me, being in the one in control, being a little bit upper-handed in terms of like power dynamic or levitation, who's a little higher than who. If I'm raised up a little bit, I have more control of the gravity, and therefore can either trigger or not trigger my own gag reflex. And breathing. Breathing's a big one. You could be completely versed in techniques, and you breathe the wrong way or too much in the wrong moment, gag immediately. Gentlemen, I know the gag feels good because it tightens everything up, but with practice, a woman can figure out how to do that without gagging. So if we can tighten on, grip on, and squeeze right near the end, that is fabulous. And on that note, I'm actually going to lean on our favorite wing woman, Riley Muse, who's got just the tips for us. Riley, what do you say about these things?
Good evening, everyone, and thanks, Em, for the invite. I'm excited to jump into the art of blowjobs with you guys tonight. So I've got 3 tips for you to blow your man's mind Pun very much so intended. Let's go. Tip number 1, enthusiasm. There is nothing sexier than a woman that's eager to please you.
You like that? You want more? Subscribe to the Patreon and I'll take you deep throat.
I think it's just like also a trained ability. Like we've been trained our whole life to tolerate pain, from heels to injections to bodysuits to waxing and like threading.
Yeah.
I could go on and on of the list, but it's just a part of our daily routines, I almost want to say.
And once you start getting into beauty, you're taught as like a young girl, beauty is pain.
Yeah. No,
shut up, tough it out. And if your feet are bleeding in your heels, too bad, so sad. Like you don't, there's no sympathy for that. No offense to guys, but y'all aren't giving us sympathy for that. Y'all run all the marketing and companies and the whole like conglomerate of the world that set these systems up in the first place. We just endure. We just endure the pain. But I love when I could see it going both ways, and I'm like, join the dark side, gentlemen. It sucks over here, but you walk out gorgeous. Like it's amazing.
But that's the difference, is the payoff, right? Like just even if you're going for, let's say you're getting filler put in your face, and this is outside the box for you guys, I'm sure, to hear, but like, yeah, it hurts, but you walk out with the aesthetic that you were looking for. There is a payoff to the whole experience, or even a tattoo, which is relatable to you guys. Okay, it hurts a bit, but you got something you really wanted. So I think that the trade-off is always worth that bit of pain.
There is nothing like the first time, or the first time in a long time, that you feel your dunk completely smooth. It's like, oh, this is much better. Like, not just the sexual parts. You'll be mid-shower and just doing your look, and you're like, oh, that feels lovely. Like, not just to your vagina, but to your hand. You're like, it's so soft. And it's so, I mean, for some people who have never shaved or waxed it, it's unchartered skin. You've never sat in there, got up in personal with like your scalp till you shave your head too, right? So, and it's in that respect, it's kind of babyish. It's new, fresh skin, and everything's gonna feel so fucking lovely. Wait till you first put on a pair of like flannel jammies, or like a brand new tracksuit commando when you first done all your waxing. It's like your testicles will be floating in a cloud. Like, it's amazing, pillowy, soft, velvety experience of your life. I need to try this at least once.
I would say try it, especially those that are curious, but I want to know what the guys think, like how many actually keep their hair, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, for me personally, for a woman, I don't like it, but on a man, any partner I've had, it's not a turnoff for me. I actually enjoy a bit of hair, a bit of friction. It's kind of a plus.
Friction for sure. Absolutely. But I think it's basic grooming, right? Trim, upkeep, get a lineup done, you know? Fade from gooch to front. Things. But yeah, I mean, and that's a texture thing. So the softness is a texture thing. The little bit of hair, especially if your clit hits in the right spot, like that's a texture thing. Texture is a real thing. And touch is so important in sexual activity. So to me, it all just makes sense, including the boners. Just boner away. Let's watch the next one, because this is just getting funnier and funnier the further they go.
Scrotum. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
We get to say these words this video, because those are the words.
Okay. So I'm going to stretch your skin. It's not going to hurt you.
All right, there is...
Go right in here.
On to the testicles. Okay. There is hot wax on my nutsacks.
What about the testicles? Yeah, how do those not rip apart?
You look traumatized.
I just imagine that you're going to rip his ball sack up and his testicles are going to fall out onto the floor.
No, they're not gonna fall.
That wouldn't happen.
I don't know if I should tell you. I have had surgery on my testicles before.
That's fine.
Okay.
I stretch the skin.
So you stretch the skin.
And I hold it taut.
Just rips right off.
Just rip it off.
Grip it and rip it, baby. All right.
Oh, I thought you did it. I was like, no way.
No, deep breath in, deep breath out. Another one in.
You fucking daddy. Thank you, daddy.
Take a deep breath in. Pinching. Take a deep breath in.
Oh, that one. We found them.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna brace yourself on this one. Okay.
Brace myself? Wow. Like how?
Brace yourself. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah.
What she said, brace yourself. I'm gonna pull your balls. And she did.
I feel like you have the most hair out of all of them.
The most hair out of all of them?
Yeah, so.
Thank you, Daddy.
Wait, can bulk? Are they like together? Are they like two together?
You know, the only ones I've seen are on the back of trucks.
Oh my God, I'm blacking out. I'm running out. Oh my God, I can't see. I can't see.
Woo! The bag of fun. To talk about it because it's a different kind of sensitivity. We know that because we have similar skin with our inner lips and some of the surrounding areas, depending on your anatomy. So relatable. I get it. And in some respects, they make us hang on for dear life too, except we get to assist. I don't think they were holding on to their own scrotums.
No.
With us, they're like, can you move that?
I think for a man, I get the fear with the balls because it's more pliable. You think, are you going to just rip the whole thing away? And same goes for our lips. And you're often asked as a woman, or at least we have been, because Emily and I compared notes before this episode, that you're kind of asked to hold in place, or can you pull this one back? So we do get involved in the process. And I think that actually, even though at first it's a bit jarring, like you need me to hold this here, like where else is it going to go? I think it gives you that comfort of I'm holding that bitch down. She's not going to get ripped off.
Yeah, you're the anchor. You're hanging on for dear life. And if the trust is in your hands, I totally get it. And yet I was thinking about her. I was thinking about Wax Daddy the whole time.
Right.
And I love how that joke has rained through these guys' reactions. He's like, oh, Daddy. It's just so funny. But like the things that she must see, because listen, I think it's a common like joke that like men aren't as cute naked as we are, right? Because women are so curvy and sultry and soft. And then there's also the ongoing thing that like a vagina pic is much more attractive than, especially the unsolicited, of dick pics, because dicks aren't pretty. They look delicious to us because we like them, but I'm not like, oh, look at it glowing in the sunlight. Like, it's not a pretty kind of thing. Right. And I think of all the junk, the scrotum is by far like the ugliest part. It is the wrinkly, crinkly stuff, right? And so she is seeing it from her angle as well. And in these weird scrunched up or stretched out positions, plus keep in mind the testicles have to bulge out somewhere despite the skin. So her visual must be hilarious. Person to person to person to person, because they will all look different too, right? And how they react, so do they bunch up and tighten up like when you're chilly? Like, I just need to know.
Oh my God.
So
a day in the life of her job. And I think they love the daddy aspect. I actually noticed, I was like, they're really enjoying calling her daddy.
It's a whole topic for a whole other episode, but men do a lot of hilarious bordering on homo things. And I'm always like, y'all are in denial. But yet you do it all for each other's laughs, right? They don't care about like getting the girls to giggle. It's I want my buddies to be impressed with my sports car and all the babes I score. So I'm like, what? But why are we worshiping other penises? I don't understand. I'll digress. I still love them. Men are awesome. But y'all make weird choices. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I'd like to observe them.
Where are we hopping to next? I think we're going up the shaft, down the shaft. Something about the shaft.
Down to the butthole.
Let's take a watch.
I'm on the home stretch now. Just rounding third basin. Slide into my asshole.
I
I know you like heat,
Yeah.
but because it is the inside of the butt, this feels more intense.
You're going on the inside of the butt?
I'm going inside.
Daddy, I need to warn you that I think my butthole is sweaty right now. Do we need to dry my butthole?
No, you're fine.
She just looked inside.
All right,
Daddy, my
ready?
biggest fear was that I was going to
Ready?
have a little poo-poo in my butthole. Oh my God, there's hot wax in my butthole. What a sensation. Oh, wow. What a guys, you gotta try this.
I can't.
Oh, wow.
I read you had to be like on all fours.
Absolutely not. You're not gonna be on all fours. If you're laying down on your back, I can have your knees to your chest.
You really want me to hike these up?
All right.
I feel like my ass is.
It's gonna feel hot. You okay?
Woo! 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 That's hot! That's right in. You really don't have a lot of other people's hands go right into your butthole. And like, wow, Zowie! Oh my God!
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep this position.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't need you.
No, you're not gonna need me because I'm basically gonna put my whole weight
You're
here.
gonna pin me down. Like you rip my ass apart.
Oh my God! The feeling of it going in your butt is steaming hot lava. It's hot, so hot. Oh my God! It's like hot caramel right in your ass. Oh my God! And then there's like pressure in your ass. They're just pushing it in, making sure it's in there. Jeez Louise!
That's the #1 fart pose right there. That feels dangerous.
That is the most vulnerable position you could ever put someone in. Yeah.
I'm gonna pinch.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Here it goes.
Deep breath in.
Oh, butthole! It's not so bad.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna
Okay.
pinch.
Okay.
Just pinching.
Oh God! Oh God!
Here's the other one.
Oh, she's just folding up my ass like a table.
All right, ready?
Oh God!
All right, I'm gonna do one more touch-up just because your ass is hairy.
Okay. You could have said I do one more touch up because I just want to be thorough.
Well, holy buttholes. The way they were positioned was so good. And I don't know about all waxers, but in my experience, that's not how they do a woman, just saying. But I like their positioning.
The funny part about the positioning was the view over the curtain to me,
Mhm.
because you see his head out like it's a medical experiment, but then all
Right.
you really see is knees with the hands on, holding on, and toes. And the distance, I'm like, his cheeks are open. And you're right, they don't put us in that position. I've been put on all fours waxing before. And I know you had a different experience, but like, I've never been put in the like happy baby yoga position with my knees tucked up in fetal mode.
Right.
The lack of control.
Maybe every waxer's different, or maybe there's a reason men are done that way. For me, it was laying on my tummy with me being the assist of spreading the cheeks. So it was a job, guys. Well, none of it's comfortable. It's all hilarious, but what's needed to get the job done?
You need to do what you need to do, and thank God it's just between you and the waxing lady. These guys are brave for putting this on the internet, first of all. Like, applause to them, because A, for effort, being a joiner, like all the things, I love it. But that's extremely vulnerable. They literally got pants naked. I mean, one guy topless too, because he didn't want to look like Winnie the Pooh, which was hilarious. And into these hilarious positions, this woman has seen 4 dicks, 4 scrotums, and 4 buttholes. And it's probably like 11 a.m. The day hasn't even started, and she's already way up in it. And it killed me when a couple of those dudes were like, oh, it's inside. Their faces were just like, what? Something glitched, and they didn't expect it. And I can only imagine, maybe I just have an unhairy butthole, but I can only imagine how that feels being ripped out from the inside. Torturous. And yet all your nerves are dead by that point anyway. You made it through to the other side.
Yeah.
Funny. Boys, you gotta try this. If you have been waxed, especially down there, you have to drop in the comments and tell us your story. If it's longer than a comment, send it in DMs or email, because holy shit, that would be a fun episode to read some stories about. Like that one time at band camp type stories, because the random boners, the maybe farting, the if you sweat too much, if you're Emily and you need to get dried up a little, come up in there to sop up everything that's happening. Like, I need to know all the things. Plus, there's some funny waxers out there that probably add some commentary to the mix. Just like a nail lady loves to comment on why you don't have a boyfriend. Like, I'm sure there's some questions and some stories being told in those moments too. And I'm convinced that taxi drivers and now waxers, they have to memoir before they retire, because y'all see some things that, listen, so do sex workers, but we expect some of those things. I feel like these are a lot of unexpected things. I just need it documented. Turn that into some live action flickers. So funny. I love it, especially with men, because and if it's their first time, oh my God, layers and layers of comedic fun.
Yes, I agree.
I love it. So, moral of the story is be clean and manscape, right? You'll get girls licking in some of those places that you just tortured with Wax Daddy. And if you get a boner, don't make it on the responsibility of the waxer to take care of it. Go home and have a rub out when you get home with your new smooth skin. Have a feel, get some lotion, wander those fingers, discover your prostate. November's coming up. Gentlemen, I hope y'all like this episode. My cheeks are fucking killing me, Riley. We need to take a little break now. So much. I loved it. Shout out to the Try Guys for their efforts too, because that was fantastic. Subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.